Hello friends, my name is Steph and it is time to talk about the 20 most anticipated movies of 2019. In case you missed it, I also just did a top 10 best movies of 2018. Feel free to check that out if you haven't already. But right now, we're throwing 2018 in the past, we're in 2019 now, and it's time to talk about all the exciting things that are going to come out this year. Obviously, I'm sure there are like tons of movies that are going to come out and probably be even better than the ones I'm about to list right now, but because the only movies we really know about are like huge, colossal, like franchise related movies, that's kind of all we can go off of right now. But luckily, there are a lot of things to look forward to, and I am hopeful for 2019, and I really hope that it's a good year for movies, because 2018 was pretty so-so, in my opinion. So I was only going to pick 10 movies for this list, but it turns out there's actually a lot of movies coming out that I'm pretty excited for, so I thought I would just do 20. What the hell? These are in absolutely no particular order whatsoever. It's hard to rank them because I don't really know if they're going to be good or not. So here they are, my top 20 most anticipated movies of 2019. At random, let's go. Number 1, Glass. This movie comes out very soon, in like a week, 2 weeks? I don't know, but I am pumped! So Glass, if you do not know, is the third movie in the trilogy or saga of M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable series. It started with Unbreakable and then Split and now Glass. It's like a saga of comic book hero slash villains. Like, I don't know. But I really loved Unbreakable when it came out like forever ago, and then Split came out 2 years ago, and I loved Split. Like, that was one of those movies that truly shocked me. I did not think it was going to be nearly as good as it was. And I'm excited that M. Night Shyamalan is like maybe finally coming back at being good at movies again, because there was a long time where he was pretty rough. I'm hoping that he doesn't like crack under the pressure of this film, because like that seems to be a thing that he does. But hopefully this movie is going to be awesome and I can't wait to see it. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. Obviously, I'm excited for this movie. Who in this world is not excited for Avengers Endgame? I don't know. Next on my list, we've got Star Wars Episode 9. I'm excited for this because it's like the end of this third trilogy. It's the finale. It's gonna be huge and epic and amazing, and I cannot wait, and I really hope it's better than the first two, because they were both fine and good and exciting, but I don't know, I just have a feeling that the third one is gonna be the one, you know? Like, this is it. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait. Godzilla! I am so excited to see Godzilla finally throw some punches and just be awesome. Like, this is one of those films where I don't even really care about the plot. I just want to watch monsters beat the shit out of each other. Yes! How to Train Your Dragon 3. I love How to Train Your Dragon more than most films. I love this movie so much. I think it is one of the best animated movies ever. Fight me. I will go down fighting for How to Train Your Dragon. It's amazing. Also love dragons. That could be why. I don't know. It's just a great movie. It has a great story. I love Hiccup. He's such a great protagonist. He's so pure and I love him. I also really love the music in these movies. It's so good. So like, so good. I can't wait. Shazam! Shazam is a movie that I'm kind of like on the fence about. Like, I am anticipating it a lot. Does not necessarily mean I am excited about this. I don't know. I'm excited, I guess. But I am a little bit wary, because this feels like one of those movies that could either be really, really good and really funny and super entertaining, or just terrible. There is no in between, so we will find out. Similarly, another movie that kind of falls into that category is Detective Pikachu. I am still not really sure if this is going to be amazing or terrible. It's not going to be anywhere in the middle. It's either going to be absolutely ridiculously amazing and funny and hilarious, or just the worst. So we'll see. Next we've got Rocket Man. I'm really excited about this movie. I love a good biopic. I love Elton John. I love his music. I'm excited to see it in a movie. I also don't really know that much about Elton John as a person, so I'm also just sort of curious to see the movie, just to like learn a little bit about him. I also love that Taron Egerton is playing Elton John, because I really love him. I think I've only seen him in Kingsman. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything else. So I'm excited to see him play a different character, because I love Kingsman. I love that series. I think he's so great in it. I also just might be in love with him, which is a whole other thing. And it's also kind of funny to me that he was in Kingsman with Elton John, and that's probably how they met and why he's playing him. So I don't know. Just kind of interesting to me. But I'm very excited for Rocket Man. Speaking of Kingsman, Kingsman 3 comes out this year. I don't think it's actually called Kingsman 3. I don't even know if it has a title yet, but it is a prequel to Kingsman 1 and 2, so it's probably not called Kingsman 3. That wouldn't make any sense. But I'm really excited about this because I love a good prequel. I am excited. I also wasn't really sure where they were going to go with Kingsman after the second one because a lot happened. So I'm excited that we're going backwards, and I just can't wait to learn more about the Kingsmen and see more of them, and just, I love the style of these movies. I think they're so much fun. The first one is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I just love everything about this. It's awesome. It's also apparently going to be setting up a much larger universe of Kingsmen and the Kingsman world, and possibly setting up for some spin-offs, which is pretty cool. I'm assuming they're going to just delve deeper into the comic books of Kingsman because it is based on a comic, and I really want to get more into the comics because I read one of them and it was really cool, and I just love the whole world and universe of the Kingsmen, so I'm very excited to get deeper into that story. Next, we've got A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. This is a movie that's gonna make me cry like a baby, but you know, whatever. I'm just gonna embrace it, you know? I love Mr. Rogers. I love Tom Hanks. I'm excited to see Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. Just the photos alone that I've seen have just like, I almost cried just looking at the photos. Like, it's Mr. Rogers, there he is. Zombieland 2. I am so pumped for Zombieland 2. You don't even understand. I love Zombieland. I feel like it's kind of an underrated movie. Like, I don't think a lot of people talk about how much Zombieland is like a good movie, because it's a great movie. Go rewatch Zombieland, okay? It's so good. I'm also like weirdly excited to have zombie movies be a thing again, because I am a huge fan of zombie movies, and I feel like they kind of got a little bit oversaturated with like The Walking Dead and iZombie, and they were just like all these zombie things at one point, and everyone was like, enough! No more zombies. But now I feel like the world is ready for zombies again, you know? I am ready for zombies. It Chapter 2! I'm pumped for this movie. I just love it and Pennywise and the whole story and the whole concept of like waiting 27 years until these kids are adults, and I'm excited to see them as adults and how the whole thing has affected them, and I'm just really excited for this, especially because I loved the first It. I thought it was so well done. I cannot wait to see what they do in the next one. Toy Story 4! This movie might just be a very bad, desperate cash grab, but it is Pixar, and I'm sure they will find a way to make it good, so I'm excited about it anyway. I'm a little bit apprehensive because I think Toy Story 3 ended very perfectly, and I'm really not sure where they could possibly go from here, so I am a little bit worried about that, but it's Toy Story, and I love Toy Story, and I will watch it no matter what, so we'll see what happens. Hellboy! I am honestly not a huge Hellboy fan, but I am like weirdly excited about this movie. I don't know, the trailers just look really good. I also really love David Harbour. I think he's gonna be a great Hellboy, and I'm truly just kind of excited about this movie because he is Hellboy. That's really the only thing like truly driving my excitement. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, I'm kind of pumped. The Lion King! I am pumped. I am worried because it could very well be a terrible movie. It could absolutely just flop, but it looks beautiful. I love The Lion King. It's probably my favorite Disney movie ever. Like, of the classic Disney movies, I think The Lion King is my favorite. I love the music. I love all the animals. It's so beautiful. And the trailer for this movie is incredible. Like, it's so... you can't even tell that it's like animated CG animals. Like, it looks so real, like more than any other movie I have ever seen. This is like probably the most realistic looking film that isn't actually real that I've ever seen. I know like part of it is real. It's like half real and half CG, I think. I don't know. But they blend together very seamlessly, and I'm very excited to see a whole movie of that, and hopefully it's good. I also really just love Jon Favreau as a director. I think he's such a great director. He just knows how to make movies. And he did a great job with Jungle Book, which is kind of a similar vibe, so I'm hopeful. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is probably the movie that I don't really know that much about compared to all the other movies in this list, but it is a Quentin Tarantino film, which means I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna be excited about it. I also just really love like stories about Hollywood and behind the scenes, and like, I don't know, I just think it's really interesting. I'm excited about it. I also love Margot Robbie and Kurt Russell. The cast for this movie is great, and I just feel like Quentin Tarantino just can't make a bad movie at this point, so I am pumped to see this film. Joker. This movie, I feel like we don't really have that much information about it, so it's still kind of hard to say, but I am excited to see how it goes. I think just from the images alone that we've seen from Joaquin Phoenix, like, I'm kind of buying it. I'm like, okay, you kind of look like you could be a pretty good Joker. I'm feeling this. So I'm crossing my fingers that this movie is good, because Joker is like the best comic book villain, in my opinion. Just hands down, the best comic book villain ever created. So they better not fuck it up. Alright? Captain Marvel. Still, gotta say, honestly, I'm really not, like, super hyped for this movie, but I am very hopeful that it's awesome, and I am excited about it. Like, of course I'm gonna go see it the day it comes out, and I'm gonna be pumped. I'm gonna be like, yes, Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, let's go, let's do this. But I still haven't been, like, super sold on the trailers. Like, it looks like a pretty normal Marvel movie, but I am excited because it's gonna lead up to Endgame, and anything that involves that I'm super excited about. So yeah, I'm excited for Captain Marvel. John Wick 3! I love John Wick. It's so much fun. I think everyone needs that movie that just, like, you don't really have to pay attention to anything and just watch some badass action scenes and watch Keanu Reeves beat the shit out of some douchebags. Like, I live for this. I live for John Wick movies. Ugh, just mindless entertainment, you know? Sometimes it's all you need. And the last movie, number 20, is Spider-Man Far From Home. I just love Spider-Man more than life itself. I loved Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought it was one of the best Marvel movies. I think Tom Holland is such a great Spider-Man, so I'm really excited to see more of him in his own movie. I still think it's a little bit weird that this movie has been announced and that we're gonna get a trailer for it before we even see Endgame. It's just like, the marketing for this whole thing is just a little bit strange for me. I'm not really sure what to expect from it. Like, obviously everybody knows that he's gonna be fine and he's gonna come back in Endgame, and, like, he's not really gone forever, so, like, it's not like spoiler or anything. But it's just a little bit weird to me, because right now we have no idea what's gonna happen in Endgame, and I feel like the trailer to Spider-Man Far From Home is gonna sort of give away the fact that everything turns out okay. It's like, I don't know why you're doing this. I like the mystery of not knowing. Don't tell me. Regardless, I'm excited for Spider-Man. I'm gonna see the shit out of it. So, but that is it. That is a wrap on my 20 most anticipated movies of 2018. 2019. What year is it? What are you guys excited about? I would love to know. I feel like there are probably a lot of things that I don't know about or forgot about. There's a lot of things in the woodworks, and I don't know what to expect. I'm hopeful for 2019. I feel like it's gonna be a good year for movies, you know? I just have that gut feeling that this is it. This is gonna be a good year. Crossing my fingers. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Steph, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!